Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajua and I hope this video finds you well. If you are new to this place, please consider subscribing. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support and welcome back. Let's talk about December Vanilla by Paris Corner. Paris Corner is fast becoming one of my favorite Middle Eastern houses because they are giving me variety, and of course they gave me my favorite fragrance, for one of my favorite fragrance for 2023, which is Eternal Max. This is actually my second bottle, so I love this fragrance, and I'm super excited about anything that Paris Corner, comes up with. So I'm trying a lot of the house, I'm trying a lot of fragrances from the house this year, God willing. And I was super excited, blessed, and feel so proud to own a bottle of December Vanilla. This is supposed to be a dupe for KLE's Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli. I've sampled that quite a number of times. When it freshly came out, everybody was reading about it. It had very divided, opinion. Some were for it, a lot of people were against it, And when I sampled it, I was like, I know the reason why people are sort of hating on this particular fragrance. If you are very observant, you would know that I have never spoken about any KLE fragrance, not because of anything. I don't have anything against the house, nothing at all. I don't own any bottle. I've never spoken about them here. I sample them all the time, and I think more recently I picked up this sample set from them just to be able to compare them to other fragrances, that they might be duping, or to really acquaint myself with them, So I don't have anything against the house. It's just that I don't have anything from them. And from all my sampling from the house, two fragrances have really stood out, to me, that if I want to get any KLE, it's going to be those two fragrances. And these ones are the Sugared Patchouli, or the Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli, and the Pink Diamond, pepper. Those two really intrigue me. I love those two fragrances, And so when I heard that this one is supposed to be a dupe for that, I was like, this is my time to grab something, that is like a KLE sort of, thing. I think I have Sublime, by Latafa, for eating juicy apple. It's just cute, nothing else, But this one, let me tell you, I love this one. It's supposed to be the same notes for Sugared Patchouli. It has basically the same notes: rum, sugar, vanilla, creme brulee, leather, a whole lot. And this particular fragrance is so amazing. It's so amazing. I'm going to hype this one, but let me tell you this: if you go by my words, my hype, and you go and purchase this and you don't like it, please do not blame me, because this fragrance is not for everybody. Although I'm able to stomach this one, I'm able to tolerate. I don't even tolerate it. I love this fragrance. It's a love for me. So if you get it blindly and you come back, from how people have been commenting that I told them to buy something and it turned out not too well for them, please use your own discretion. This is a love for me. I'm going to talk about it. I bought it with my own money, as a lot of people always say. So I'm at liberty to say how I feel about it. Honestly, this is a love from day one. Most instances, Middle Eastern fragrances are supposed to sit and macerate, but as soon as I sprayed this one, it was like, okay, I get it, I love it. It hasn't needed time to sit and develop, because probably, I don't know, it's so smooth. The brulee is present. The rum, that boozy, sexy rum, is present. As soon as you spray it, you get that your creamy vanilla, creamy brulee, that burnt touch sugar from the brulee. You get it. That patchouli, it doesn't give me a very earthy, masculine leaning patchouli. One of the first patchouli scents I have, or sugared patchouli scents I ever came across, was Angel by Mugler. This is the first sugared patchouli scent, that I think, was released, in my opinion, or from what I know, the very first sugared patchouli. But this particular one, sugared patchouli or patchouli itself is not like a very world-loved fragrance. They are not the same. Honestly, they are not the same at all. But I'm just making reference to the fact that this is a sugared patchouli, for those who are wondering what a sugared patchouli scent is. This is the quintessential sugared patchouli. This one is also patchouli mixed with or infused with a very heavy, thick sugar, and the sugar here feels like brown sugar to me. It feels like caramelized sugar with that brulee, which makes it creamy. Something not light, but something fluffy, creamy. That is the vibe this one gives me. It's a very delicious one, very decadent, very sexy. There is nothing fun, little girl, about this one at all. This one is cougar, matured. I'm in control. I'm in charge. I know what I want. This is the vibes that this one gives me, with the OG and this one. I will not say I vividly remember the exact, smell of the original one, because it's been a while since I sampled it, but at least from memory, I know that it has the same sort of DNA. Honestly, I can't say, okay, they are the same, blah, blah, but I know they have the same DNA from what I remember smelling the OG, fragrance. Even this one on its own, yes, let's take it for its face value. This one on its own, it's a very quintessential sort of Middle Eastern fragrance. It has the Middle Eastern oud in it, but not like a very skanky oud. It has that slight funk, that slight funk that ought to be, or that needed to be here. That slight funk that, if it wasn't in this fragrance, it wouldn't make it what it is. That slight funk that makes it quite different, quite heavy, coupled with that patchouli. The patchouli is not dirty and it's not also clean. It's like the perfect balance, in between. It's not dirty, it's not clean. You get a very good patchouli here, mixed with that creme brulee, that sugar, that leather, that slight hint of leather. This is like very complex. It doesn't come across as simple, daily, everyday. I am totally feminine. I am sweet and fluffy. No, that is not the vibe that this one gives me. I know recently there's been this Tom Ford release known as Vanilla Sex that has also, been quite mixed when it comes to opinion. I think majority of people are saying it's quite boring for the price and everything. If that one is supposed to be Vanilla Sex, this to me, I'll simply describe as 7 positions in 7 minutes. Simple. It's just that sexy. It gives me that cougar, come here, I'm ready for you, in a very non-aggressive yet sort of aggressive way, in a sexy way. I don't know if you get me, but that is the vibes this one gives me. It is very matured. I can't praise this one enough. I can't praise this one enough, and that is the only thing I can say about this particular fragrance. So if you love vanilla, if you love creamy creme brulee feel, if you love leather, if you love patchouli, if you love patchouli and those kind of earthy, strong, sort of almost on the border of being Middle Eastern, then this one is absolutely going to work for you. And if you know me by now, those are the kind of fragrances I normally go for. Although I have moments of going for my girly, feminine, sweet fragrances, for the most part, 80% of the time, these are the type of fragrances that I would go for. I'll blind buy these ones more than any other type of fragrance. I love this one. It gives me sex. It gives me it doesn't give me boring sex. It doesn't give me vanilla sex. It gives me 7 positions in 7 minutes. That is what this one gives me, and not like any ordinary missionary position, like flip me over, turn me, toss me. That is how this one gives me. It is not childish, it is not juvenile, it is not teenage. It is this one is so good. It's so good. It's so good. I will highly recommend, but please don't go and buy this one and come for me later. If you are not ready for it, sample it. Like, try and get decant or something. If you have a friend who has this, go and test it out. Don't blind buy it and come for me, because I love it. It might not work for you. It works for me now. I don't see this one as an as only December or winter scent. To me, it's like year round. I'm going to wear this year round. That is how I feel about a lot of my oud fragrances. I don't really consider them as December, fall, winter scents, because although it's heavy, there is a fluffiness about this particular fragrance. There's some fluffiness about it. When you wear it, fortunately, it doesn't really choke you up. It doesn't come out as aggressive or overly strong. That is not how it comes across. It's quite strong at the beginning, but it quickly settles, and forms like an arm's length sort of, people around you, arm's length, can smell you. If you push it and overspray, then it can fill up a room, but it doesn't really choke people out. You know, it's not like overpowering in my opinion as compared to the OG fragrance, which I know is much more of that amped up patchouli and the oud. Other than that, I think if my memory serves me right, they are quite close, but I can't tell you the percentage, you know, of how close it is. But I know for whatever this one is, it's a great fragrance. If you want to pick up this one, I'll highly say go for it. Like, if you think you have the same, you know, taste with me in terms of fragrances, you can blind buy this one, but don't do it and come for me later. If you do it, I mean, use your own discretion at this point, you know, use your own discretion, but go for it if you want. Go for it, just go for it. That's the best way I can describe this one. So sexy. I don't know how long it's going to be on the market. You know, sometimes some of these fragrances, they come and after some time you don't find them anymore. So probably if you want to get it, this is the right time for you to get it. So yeah, that is all I have for you about this particular one. It's called December Vanilla by Paris Corner, and there's one, I layered this fragrance with my almighty eternal max. You know, I was like, okay, let me just try this combination, and when I did, it's the most beautiful, delicious, musky, sexy, sensual scent or combo ever. If you have these two, just try them, you know, on their own. They don't really need any help. To me, these two fragrances are phenomenal on their own. I love to wear this by itself. This one is great on it by itself, but when I layered them together, I took my bath after and I could still smell that combination on my, you know, on myself. It is very sexy, very sensual. I love these two together. So that is my at least the combination I did, which really I think is the only combination I did or tried, which I love. I really love these two together. So if I were a backup sort of person, I would have picked up these two, but I don't think I want to pick up another bottle of this one yet, you know, because this is my second bottle. But this one, probably when it's done and it's still available, I'm just going to go for it. That is how good this one is. So that is December Vanilla by Paris Corner. My all-time favorite sort of creme brulee scent. I prefer this creme brulee more than the creme brulee in Anna and Glory, because this one is deeper and richer. You know, there's something mysterious about this one also. You know, there's something bewitching about this particular fragrance. I love this, like, with all my heart, with everything that I have. It's very affordable too. I think I've seen it around, you know, it's very affordable. So just go for it if you trust me or you sort of have the same taste with me, but please do not come for me. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.